Bismillah. Presentation pre-intermediate grammar final test. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ridho Ahbinugroho. Today I will discuss the pre-intermediate grammar final assignment. Okay, well, on this occasion, I will explain the two terms, namely correlative and subordinating conjunction, correlative conjunction, subordinating conjunction, and preposition. Correlative conjunction. What is correlative conjunction? Correlative conjunction are pairs of conjunction that work together to join elements in a sentence that have same grammatical function, such as noun with nouns, adjective with adjective, or clauses with clauses. In short, these pairs work together to show the relationship between the parts information. Example the sentence, but and. Let's we uh let's we explain the example. Number one, both my brother and my sister are coming to the party tonight. Number two, she is both a talent singer. I'm sorry. She is both a talent singer and skilled pianist. Number three, the hotel offers both comfort and luxury for its guests. We need to consider both the benefit and the risk this project. Either or. You can either take the bus or walk to the station. Number two, either you finish your homework now or you won't be able to go out. Three, we can either have dinner at home or go to that new Italian restaurant. The key is either in your bag or on the kitchen table. Neither the teacher nor student were aware of the change. Number two, he had neither the time nor the money to go on vacation. Three, the dress was neither stylish nor comfortable to wear. Number four, neither of the two options nor their alternative seems perfect. Not only, not only, but also. He is not only a brilliant student, but also a great athlete. The concert was not only loud, but also very disorganized. 3. She not only speaks English, but also learns Japanese in her spare time. Not only did it run all day, but also the wine was incredibly strong. Analysis sentence terms of structure and meaning. Both both my brother and my sister are coming to the party tonight. The structure noun plus noun, but parts serve as the compound subject. The meaning to specific people are attending. Speaker implies that neither person is missing out. She is both a talent singer and a skilled pianist. The structure non-press plus non-press. Both press describe her professional attribute, meaning she possesses two high-level skills simultaneously, highlighting, highlighting her as a multi-talent individual. The hotel offers both comfort and luxury for its guests. Structure, noun plus noun, meaning the hotel provides the best of both worlds. It is both relaxation, comfort comfort and high-end luxury. We need to consider both the benefit and the risk of this project. The structure non-press plus non-press. The meaning to make a wish decision, you must Evaluate the positive outcomes and the negative possibility equal. Either or. You can either take the bus or walk to the station. The structure for press plus for press. The meaning you have to option to reach your destination, but they are mutually exclusive. You must choose one. Either you'll finish your homework now, or you won't be able to go out. The structure is clause plus clause. The meaning, this is an ultimatum. Your commission to go out is strictly conditional on completing the work. 3. We can either have dinner at home or go to that new Italian restaurant. The structure, verb press plus verb press. 2. Meaning. Proposing to distinct plans for the evening, a decision must be made between them. 4. The key is either in your bag or on kitchen table. Substitute prepositional press plus prepositional press, meaning narrowing down the location of a missing to one of two likely spots. Neither the teacher nor the student were aware of the chance. The structure, the sentence uses neither nor to connect two subjects, the teacher and the student. The verb were agree with the subject close to it, the student. The meaning, the sentence means that both the teacher and the student did not know about the chance. He had neither the time nor the money to go on vacation. Structure. The sentence uses neither nor to connect to direct object, the time and the money. Meaning, the sentence expressed that he lacked both the time and the money, making it impossible for him to go on vacation. The dress was neither stylish nor comfortable to wear. Structure. The correlative conjunction rather nor connects to adjective stylish and comfortable, which function as subject complement, meaning the sentence indicate that the dress had neither of the desired quality. That it was not fashionable and it was not comfortable. Neither the two option nor the alternative seem perfect. Structure. The sentence use neither nor to connect to noun plus the two option and the alternative. The singular verb seems agrees with the nearer subject, the alternative. Meaning, the sentence express that none of the available choice is considered perfect. Not only, but also. He is not only brilliant, He is not only brilliant, but also athletic. The structure, the sentence used not only, but also to connect to adjective brilliant and athletic, which function as subject complement.
Dengki udah tua ngapain sampai begitu nikmatin hidup ya jalan-jalan makan enak anak udah
The concert was the concert was not only loud, but also very disorganized. The structure of the sentence uses not only but also to connect to adjective loud and very disorganized, meaning the sentence emphasizes to negative characteristics of the concept. It was noisy and poorly organized. She not only speaks but also learns is hers part-time. Structure. The sentence uses not only but also to connect to verb phrase. Speaks and learns in her part-time. Meaning, the sentence implies this that she both speaks and studies during her part-time. Not only, not only did it rain all day, but the wind was was also incredibly strong. The structure begins with not only causing subject auxiliary inversion, did it rain. The second clause adds another idea with but and the adverb also, meaning the sentence emphasizes that word that that the, that there were two severe weather conditions. It rained good throughout the day and the wind was extremely strong. Example of correlative conjunction from mass media. Any two. One, either go big or go home. Number two, she likes both coffee and tea. And this is information from the mass media. This is a perfect linguistic explanation. Number one, the equivalent element being link are go big and go home. They are both verb. Number two, the correlative verb both and is used to emphasize the subject. She has a positive preference for both items equally effectively, pairing them as a single collective set of things she likes. Subordinating conjunction and super subordinating conjunction and preposition. Subordinating conjunction are followed by a clause, a group of words that contains in both a subject and a verb. They connect a dependent clause to an ended independent clause. Prepositions are followed by a noun or pronoun. The object of the preposition. They link a noun or pronoun to the rest of the sentence to show relationship like time, location, or direction. Provide for original sentence using subordinating conjunction and preposition. Subordinating conjunction first. Number one. Although it was raining, we decided to go for a hike. I will call you once I arrive at the station. He studied late into the night because she wants to the pass the exam. Unless you're finished your homework, unless you finish your homework, you cannot watch television. Second, the preposition. The cat sleep under the antique wooden table. We have been living in this city since last June. Please place the report on my desk before the meeting. She walked through the crowded park with her dog. The sentence is analysis, structure, and meaning. Structure to start with a dependent clause, although it was raining, followed by an independent clause. We decide to go for a hike. Use the meaning uses although to establish a contrast between the unfavorable weather and the action taken. Number two, structure an independent clause followed by an independent clause. The independent clause is I will call you. Independent clause is once I arrive at the station. The meaning use once to define a specific temporal condition that must be met before the action occurs. Structure number three. An independent clause is study. She studied late into the night. Followed by a dependent clause because she want to pass the exam. The meaning is because they provide the causal justification for the action. Number four, structure a dependent clause unless you finish your homework, followed by an independent clause. You cannot watch television, meaning use unless to set a negative condition that dictate the possibility of the main action. Prepositions structure. The prepositions under connect the noun table to the verb sleep, meaning specific the exact spatial location to the cat in relation to table. Structure. The preposition since connect the noun phrase last June to the verb phrase have been living, meaning indicate the starting point in time for the duration of the action. Structure used to proposition on linking the as to the action and before linking the meeting to the action, meaning provide both a spatial instruction where to put it and a temporal constraint with when it should be done. Structure used to preposition to linking the crowded park to the movement and with linking her dog to the subject she, meaning describe the path of the travel and the accompaniment of subject. Find two examples of subordinating conjunction from mass media. Subordinative conjunction. Because it was light, we decided to leave. Since it was raining heavily, we decided to cancel the picnic. Preposition. Today, I'm cleaning the dust about the refrigerator. Our teacher fell asleep during the class. Include this is information from mass media. The provide a linguistic explanation. Number one, subordinating conjunction. Because show the reason why something happened. Since indicate cause or reason in a sentence. Preposition above explaining that there is something placed on top of the refrigerator during something that happens at a certain time. Okay, part two we will go to analyze the paragraph and relative clause. This is a original or incorrect paragraph. Error number one, incorrect form. It which word which sentence. The student which won the competition is my friend. Why is grammatically incorrect? Because the relative pronoun which is used there refer to things or animal, not people. Grammatical rule violate relative pronoun is who is people, who is thing, that is people or thing. Correct from this, the correct from form. The student who won the competition is my friend. Why the correction is correct? Because student refers to a person. The correct relative pronoun is who. Error 2. Incorrect form. This is a word. The incorrect word was who she book. The sentence she made a professor was she book. Who she book was published last year. Why it is grammatical incorrect. The sentence express position. The books belongs to the professor. Grammatical rule violate. Use was to indicate position in relative clause. Correct form. She met a professor whose book was published last year. Why the correction is correct? Whose correctly show that the books belong to the professor. 3. Incorrect form. Where it this the word where it sentence the library where it was renovated recently is very modern. Grammatically incorrect. The why in grammatically is correct. The relative verb where already refers to the place. Adding it creates a redundant subject. Grammatical rule violate. Do not use an extra subject after a relative adverb. Correct form. The library that was renovated recently is very modern, or you are the library which was renovated recently is very modern. Why the correction is correct? The clause already has the noun library as its attention, so it is unnecessary. Unnecessary. Okay. Oh, okay. Incorrect form. Who's he? Sentence. I have a classmate who's he studies linguistics every day. What is grammatically incorrect? Because whose cannot be followed by another subject he. Grammatical rule violate. Whose replace possessive pronouns inside a relative clause. Correct form. I have a classmate who studies linguistics every day. Why the correction is correct. The sentence simply identifies the classmate. So who is the correct relative pronoun? Incorrect form. Incorrect word. Sentence. The laptop who I bought yesterday is already broken. Why it is grammatically incorrect? Because who refers only to people. Grammatical role violet. Use which or that for things. Correct form. The laptop that I bought yesterday is already broken. Or which. That or which. You can use. Why the correction is correct, a laptop is an object, so that or which is appropriate. Incorrect form C. That she. The sentence, the lecturer that she teach syntax is very popular among students. Why is grammatical incorrect? The relative pronoun, because the relative pronoun already function as the subject. So she is unnecessary. Unnecessary. Grammatical. Rule violate. Avoid double subject in a relative clause. Correct form. The lecturer who teach syntax is very popular among students. Why the correction is correct, who correctly function as the subject of the relative clause. Incorrect word, form of law, which we discussed about. Sentence. The building which we discussed about yesterday will be demolished. Demolished soon. What is grammatically incorrect? The verb discussed does not take the preposition about. Grammatical rule violet. This cause is a transitive verb and is followed directly by its object. Fire from the building which we discussed yesterday will be demolished soon. Why the correction is correct? The object follow this cause directly or without about. Incorrect word. Warm article. Sentence. The recent warm article received an award work at a famous university. But is grammatical incorrect. The sentence express position. Grammatical rule violet. Use was to indicate position. Correct form. The research was article received an award works at a famous university. While correction is correct, was correctly show of our ownership of the article. Incorrect from that word. Sentence. This is the campus that where I studied for 4 years. Why is grammatically incorrect? Because only one relative word should introduce the clause. Grammatical rule violet. Do not commit to relative marker that and word. Correct form. This is the campus where I studied for 4 years. Or this is the campus that I studied at for 4 years. But the correction is correct. We correctly introduce a clause referring to a place. Incorrect for visit. The sentence the scholarship which it was offered by the government attracted many applicants. Why is grammatically incorrect? Because the pronoun it duplicate the attendant scholarship. Grammatical rule violet. Avoid redundant pronouns in relative clause. Correct form. The scholarship which was offered by the government attracted many applicants, or the scholarship that was offered by the government attract many applicants. Why the correction is correct? The relative pronoun which already function as the subject of the passive clause. Okay, this is a correct paragraph. This is a correct paragraph. Okay. Okay. The degree of comparison, this is a incorrect paragraph or original paragraph. Error 1. Incorrect form. More large. Why is it grammatically incorrect? Because the adjective word is a one-syllable adjective. One-syllable adjective form the comparative by adding "er," not by using "more." Grammatical or rule violate. Comparative degree rule. One-syllable adjective that suffix "er." Correct form. Larger. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The adjective large correctly changes to larger when comparing to nouns. Correct sentence. My university is larger than the university in my hometown. Hometown. Incorrect form. The most smartest. Why is grammatically incorrect? The sentence use two superlative marks, most and s, simultaneously, resulting in double comparison. Grammatical violate. Superlative degree rule. Only one superlative marker should be used. Correct from the smartest. Why the correction is grammatical correct? The adjective smart form is superlative by adding s. So that smart is correct. Correct sentence. Among all students in my class, Sarah is the smartest student. Incorrect form. More is easier. Easier. Why is grammatical incorrect? The adjective easy already formed its comparative by adding or. Grammatical rule violate. Comparative adjective should not use both more and or together. Correct form is yes easier. Easier. Why the correction is grammatically correct is easy chance to easier according to the spelling rule. A I plus ER. Correct sentence. His master is easier than the previous one. Incorrect from the quietest tag. Why it is grammatical incorrect, the word then use only with the comparative adjective, not with superlative. Grammatical rule violate. Comparative adjectives are followed by then, while superlative adjectives are not. Correct form. Quieter than. Why the correction is grammatical correct, the sentence compares to place, so that comparative form is required. Correct sentence. The library is quieter than the cafeteria. Incorrect form. Interstinger. Why is grammatical incorrect? The adjective, because the adjective interesting is a multisyllable adjective and does not take the suffix er. Grammatical rule violate. Multisyllable adjective form the comparative using more plus adjective. Correct form. More interesting. Why the incorrect is grammatical correct? The correct comparative form of interesting is more interesting. Correct sentence. English is more interesting than mathematical for many students. Incorrect form. Expensive. Why is grammatical incorrect? Because the adjective expensive cannot take the suffix er. Grammatical rule violate. Long adjective form the comparative by using more, not er. Correct form. More expensive. Why the correction is grammatical correct? More expensive is the correct comparative form of the adjective expensive. Expensive. Correct sentence. My laptop is more expensive than my friend's laptop. Error 7. Incorrect form. More best. Where it is grammatically incorrect. The sentence combines a comparative marker, more, with a superlative adjective best. Grammatical rule violate. Irregular adjectives already have their own comparative and superlative form. Correct form. The best. Why the correction is grammatically correct? Best is the correct superlative form of good and does not require more. Correct sentence. Of the three presentations, John's presentation was the best. Incorrect from number 8. The more comfortable. Why is grammatically incorrect? The sentence The sentence compares one classroom with all other classrooms in the building, requiring the superlative form. The superlative form rather than the comparative.
Lama, lama, mau cepat pulang. Mana bisa?
Mana sabar gitu.
Sabar sampai udah kesel ya, makanya mau lali mau nambah.
Grammatical rule violet. Use the superlative form when comparing one item with three or more items. Correct form. The most comfortable. Why the correction is grammatical correct. The adjective comfortable form is the superlative with the most correct sentence. The new classroom is most comfortable room in the building. Incorrect form. Number 9. Most cheap than. Why is it grammatical incorrect? The sentence makes a superlative mark most with the comparative conjunction than. Grammatical rule violet. Comparative sentence requires the comparative adjective followed by than. Correct form. Cheaper than. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The adjective cheap from the comparative by adding er. Correct sentence. Traveling by train is cheaper than traveling by plane.
Bingung saya.
10 error. Incorrect form. Better. Better. Why it is grammatically incorrect? The adjective bad is an irregular adjective and does not follow the regular pattern. Grammatical rule violet. Irregular adjectives have special comparative form. Correct form. Worse. Why the correction is grammatical correct? The correction comparative form of bad is worse. Correct sentence. Today weather is worse than yesterday weather. Okay, this is a correct paragraph. The last paragraph. This is a incorrect paragraph or original paragraph. Tes.
Sama Ale apa?
Error 1. Tes. Error 1. Tes. Error 1. Incorrect form. But are. What is grammatically incorrect? The correlative conjunction but must always be paired with and not are. Grammatical rule. Violet. Correlative conjunction rule. But is always followed by and. Correct form. But and. While the correction is grammatically correct, the conjunction pair but and correctly connect to equivalent element. Correct sentence. Both the lecturer and the students were interested in the seminar. Error 2. Incorrect form. Either and. Why is it grammatically incorrect? Because the conjunction either cannot be paired with and. Grammatical rule violet. Correlative conjunction rule. Either must be paired with or. Correct form. Either or. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The pair either or correctly presents two alternative correct sentence. Either the manager or the staff members are responsible for the project. Error 3. Incorrect form. Neither or. What is grammatically incorrect? The conjunction neither should never be followed by or. Grammatical rule violet. Correlative conjunction rule. Neither must always be paired with nor. Correct form. Neither nor. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The pair neither nor correctly express a negative choice between two elements. Correct sentence. Neither the teacher nor the student were prepared for the presentation. Incorrect form. Not only and also. What is grammatically incorrect? The correlative conjunction not only must be followed by but also. Not and also. Grammatical rule violet. Correlative conjunction rule. The correct pair is not only but also. Correct form. Not only but also. Where the correction is grammatically correct, the pair not only but also connects to parallel ID. Correct sentence. Not only does the library provide digital results, but it also of our study space. Error 5. Incorrect form, both in collection data to and to analysis. Why is grammatical incorrect? Because the sentence lacks parallel structure. One is a gerund collection, while the other is an infinitive to analyze. Grammatical rule violet. Parallel structure rule. Element joined by correlative conjunction must have the same grammatical form, correct form. Both collecting data and analyzing the result. Why the correction is grammatical correct? Both elements are now gerund, creating parallel structure. Correct sentence. The research is interest both in collect, collecting data, collecting data and analyzing the result. The result. Incorrect form. Whether and why is grammatical incorrect? Because the conjunction whether cannot be paired with and. Grammatical rule violet. Correlative conjunction rule. Whether must always be paired with are. Correct form. Whether or. Why the correction is grammatical correct. The pair whether or correctly present to alternative. Correct sentence. Whether the meeting will be online or offline has not been decided yet. Incorrect form. No sooner. When. Where is grammatical incorrect? The correlative conjunction no sooner is never followed by when. Grammatical rule violet. Correlative conjunction rule. The correct structure is no sooner than. Correct form. No sooner than. Where the correction is grammatical correct. The pair no sooner than correctly express that one action happen immediately after another. Correct sentence. No sooner had the lecture start than several students arrived late. Incorrect from scarcely then. Why is grammatically incorrect? Because the conjunction scarcely should be paired with when, not then. Grammatical rule violet. Relative conjunction rule. The correct structure is scarcely when. Correct from scarcely when. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The pair scarcely when correctly indicate that one event occurred immediately after another. Correct sentence. Scarcely had I finished my assignment when the lecturer announced a new task. Incorrect form number 9. That's so money. Why it is grammatically incorrect. The expression such that should not include the unnecessary intensifier so. Grammatical rule violet. Shock that structure. The correct pattern is suck plus noun plus that. The correct from that menu. Why the correction is grammatically correct. Removing so produce the correct such that construction. Correct sentence. Such was the difficulty of the exam that many students felt it. And the last number 10. Incorrect form. Rather than also. What is grammatically incorrect? The correlative conjunction rather must be paired directly with that. The word also in unnecessary and makes the structure incorrect. Grammatically, rule violate correlative conjunction rule. The correct part is rather than. Correct form. Rather than. Why the correction is grammatically correct? The pair rather than correctly express prevents or contrast between two elements. Correct sentence rather than the assistant. The professor conduct the workshop. Okay, this is a correct paragraph. Okay, thank you for everyone and Miss Rina. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.